And technically the park here is closed. There's a gate down there, but people still come in here. It is what it is. You got a lake out there, and the trail goes off around the lake, around the left side, and curves back around. Stopping for a little lunch, a little snack, fill up our water bottles. Got a restroom out here, so they may or may not be open because of COVID. Nope, not open. So because of COVID. So you know, if you got to use the restroom, you can go to the restroom all around there. So, but we're fixing to get packed back up here. Got some water fill up and drinks on us. And here at the Lake Erie Campground, there is a well. Got some really good cold spring water, well water. Top everything off here. Good stuff, good stuff. Get it while you got it. Alright, so once you get down the left side of that pond there, a little wooden bridge, and it splits to the left and right. You want to go to the right. Trailblazers are, let's just say they're melted off from when they did controlled burns back in here. If you go left, there's a campsite and another little trail. I'm not sure where it goes, and not going to find out today. If you go to the right, and you go on the top side of that pond, and you start walking, you'll see the trailblazers. A couple are melted off, but some have been put back up and everything. As you can tell right there next to West, there's one. So, like I said, we're going to keep on hiking here. Probably about a mile or so, or until we find a good camping spot. We're going to do a little wild camping, stealth camping, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to relax, take these packs off, get us a little something to eat, throw our tents up. We're going to enjoy the evening. That's going to be another video in itself, but I'll probably just make one video of the trail here. So this is the second half from Airey Lake, and it goes down southeast to the POW camp. They're on Bethel Road. Woohoo! So we're between miles 6 and 7 on this bottom here. Got a board we just crossed over there. That bridge is gone out. This bridge right here is sketchy, so we're gonna see what we can do. Yeah, crossing that right there, you're gonna get a wet foot or wet feet. It ain't maintained. That's all right though. Half the fun now, walking with wet feet. No big deal. We'll walk it out. A couple little trees that were down, they've already cut out, but other than that, one thing in this part is more hilly. Lots more elevation changes for South Mississippi. Something to get used to. But we're about probably around the 7-mile mark, getting close that way. And we're finding us a place to camp out, I think, here shortly. All right, just past mile marker 8. Come to a water crossing. It's fairly deep right now off the rain. You go off to the left of it and stay to the left of that mud hole. We got some boards we set down. There's some high spots in there, so just stay to the left all the way out, and you'll climb up the hill here, and you're home free. 4 more miles to go. Let's get it. We're just past the water crossing after mile marker 8. The path gets a lot wider. I guess they can bring trucks or four-wheelers or gators or stuff like that in here to do a little trail maintenance. Hopefully they can get back there and fix that one water crossing we just came across. Wasn't that bad. Just take your time. Probably this summer it'll probably be dried up, but after a good rainstorm it's pretty mucky. Mile 9. About 3.5 to go. About an hour's worth of walking here, give or take. Right when you cross the, there's a forestry road, I think it's 440 you cross. Right when you get off into the woods, there's a little road crossing straight over the path. Just keep on going straight, follow your blazes. Follow that for a little bit. And comes into a T in the road. Now I think if you take a right at that T, it'll bisect this section here. Shortcut, I guess. I'm not sure. Be another day to go look at it. If you go to the right, then go to your left, follow it for a little bit, and then there'll be another T in the road, and take that right, and there's a sign, hiking trail sign. And there's the horse trail. And I believe that's the trail you first cross when you come off that road, that 440 forestry road. But anyways, you just look for the white blazes, keep on hiking. About 3.5 to go. About mile 9.5 maybe. Come across this cool little boardwalk. Very grateful to see it here. Very grateful. Because I do not want to walk across this. There's no telling what's in here, how deep it is. Very cool. Appreciate all the people that come out here and put this together and maintain it. Take care of it. I don't know if it's tax dollars or volunteers or whatever. If you're watching this, thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a little creek over that way. Yeah. Yep, because I would not want to go for all that water. Something just dipped off in there. Yeah, this is swamp. And water coming through right here, about 2 foot deep. I don't know if I can make that jump. Definitely nice to have this right here. Very cool. Very cool. And let's just hope it goes all the way. Nice little stream right there. Now most of this water is from runoff. First part of the week we got some good rain for a couple of days. So a lot of this is fast moving. Oh, thought that was a snake. Huh? Thought that was a snake right there. Wasn't paying attention while I was going. I looked down, there it was. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're about a mile 9.5 or so. We've only seen like 2 snakes, which is quite surprising to us. Water snakes right there at the beginning, right there, Highway 49. But yep, that old boardwalk, nice to have. Yeah, definitely a swamp. Just shortly past that boardwalk, if you use that All Trails app, there you can see the waypoints of picnic table. Well, here's a picnic table. Looks like it's got a little fire cooking area, hitching posts for the horses and such.
That's the horse step.
Yep, horse step. Okay, gotcha. Yep. And there's the horse trail down that way. And we're gonna keep on going to the White Blazes, heading towards POW camp. About the home stretch now. Just a little bit after the picnic table, you got T in the road. If you're heading towards POW, you're gonna take a left. You got a blaze here in this pine tree. I'm gonna put up the way. If you go off to the right, it's gonna take you to the, I think that's a Bigfoot horse trail. We're heading to POW camp. Should be coming across mile marker 10 here shortly. We'll find out very soon.
10!
Coming up on mile marker 11. Blow down area, little low line area. You got some water both sides of the trail. So when you're coming through, just make sure you watch where you're stepping. Might come across a snake of some sorts. And all snakes are dangerous, just remember that. Most of the times they ain't gonna bother you unless you bother it. Water moccasins and water snakes look pretty similar. Water snake's just gonna go away. Water moccasins, they might mess with you, but just stay clear of them. They'll pretty much leave you alone. Just watch where you're stepping. And definitely wouldn't suggest getting this water unless you absolutely had to and you had a good filter. This water's pretty stagnant. Definitely pre-filter it too. Cool little spot though in the shade though. Nice little part of the walk. Around mile marker 11. Got a nice sized creek right here. If you absolutely had to get water, you could get down there one way or the other and get it. But you have to find a way to get down there. A little swampy area. That's a nice creek, good flowing creek. Not sure which one it is. It might be Black Creek or part of Black Creek. And here on the other side of the trail is another little stagnant part. You have to cross over. We're probably going to go here to the right, a little bit lesser. Because this side is not going to make it. Well, we'll go right here, Wes. Right here to the left side. Yeah. So go right here to the left by this big tree. And just shimmy up that side there. We're going to grab hold of that tree right there and go for it. Yep, there's that one we were looking for. 11. And this right here is more Mississippi woods to me than West. We're just talking about it. More jungle-like trails. The trail's pretty close in here. But it's passable so far. About a mile, mile and a half to the POW camp, so unless we come across a big creek we can't cross, we're gonna make it all the way. There were spots a couple weeks ago you probably couldn't make it through here decently with the water coming through or the trees down. They're gonna come through the chainsaw. Took out some of the trees, and you can see this water here, all this area here floods. So if you come out here after a rainstorm, you may not be able to cross in here, this low line area, because the creek, that big creek's right there, right through the woods there.
Cool.
Yep, little sandbar. But just watch your step as I trip over a stick. Pretty nice little area right here. I like it. Shaded.
Right there on that tree.
Yep, there we go. Good call, Wes. POW. Heading that way, boys and girls. Alright, just past that little waterfall I just had. No really bridge, but there's this tree. Goes through the bush there, and the trail continues around that way. The water's high, you might be out of luck.
On the road, a good document of where I busted my butt.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Pretty interesting, probably around, come up on mile marker 12. Across a little ditch. And it goes from jungle type trail to a little bit wider. Different type of terrain. I guess we're gonna get away from that creek a little bit. Pretty interesting how the terrain changes so drastically, so quickly. And not drastic, but different type of terrain. Overall, me and Wes agree we like this last part of the trail. From the time we crossed that Forest Road 440, I think is what it is. From the time we got there towards the POW camp, we like that part of the trail more. It's more, I don't know, more Mississippi trail, you know, not manicured, not so wide open. Hiking through the woods. That sort of thing. There's some spots that's got some brush you got to go around and go through, but pretty well cleared out. Good hiking shoes will help. Get some traction. Some of these spots are slick. You get some slick clay one spot, and 2 minutes later you're in sand. So definitely get some good shoes. You can tell going for this brush patch here has been cleaned out. Sure, a couple months ago you couldn't get through here at all. Appreciate everybody that's cleaned this out and did that sort of thing for the trail. We ain't got much further to go, I don't think, though. Looking for mile marker 12. Okay, we're just before mile marker 12. There's a bridge right here that crosses over this little side creek. It was covered in debris. We got it all knocked off, but right here at the end, where the debris starts, the bridge stops. It's fairly solid in there. We made it across pretty well. That stick right there, that big one you see, it's on the ground, so you could use this as a handhold, but don't trust it 100%. But right there is where the bridge ends. And it's got a lean to it. Just take it easy, come across there. You can come up this hill right here. Just take your time, folks. Getting closer to POW camp. Should be coming up on mile marker 12 here very soon if we haven't passed it already. Starting to drizzle just a little bit on us, making it cool a little bit. I like how this trail's kind of closed in. Keeps it shady. A little breeze blowing, making it nice. We picked up a couple pieces of little bamboo sticks here. Knocked down spider webs. I don't think anybody's been back here in a day or two, maybe. Really good bit of spider webs. That bridge we just crossed. Definitely, I don't think anybody's been across it. So here we are, mile marker 12, crossing the Sandbar. Woo! Half mile to go, boys and girls. Home stretch. Now, if you're needing water, that creek right there has been on our left side pretty much since we crossed it the first time. So if you need water, you got a filter. You got plenty of chance of water on the south side of this trail. Actually, more chances on the south side than there was on the north side between 49 and Erie Lake. As you can tell, There's that stream moving through. If you come out here after a good rainstorm, you might get pretty sloppy in some of these spots because you can tell where the water's come through here. Coming across the bridge here. Hopefully it's intact. Yep. Looks pretty good to me. Nice little stream coming through it. Going back into the bamboo patches here. Not too far from POW camp, I don't believe now. I think about a half mile or so. We're walking up on it, on the north side of it. Got some nature steps here. This part of the trail, north half, is a lot more windier, a lot more narrow in places too. I like this area better. I mean, you can see it went from bamboo thicket to pine forest, thick pine forest. There's a little scrub brush around it, narrowed up. It's just interesting how this trail changes from 1 minute to the next. Stump right here, and weave a with your right foot cross over your left. This right here is solid. Make your way up. Good to go.
You get that rain, Hoss?
Yes, sir. Little water spot there you gotta watch out for. Not too far from POW.
Might be the last one, huh?
Yeah, that might be the last water crossing. You can tell. We were in a race against the rain. We all had a little bit of drizzle on us this morning. We got about maybe a quarter mile to go, half mile to go. Starting to drizzle on us. We're gonna make it. Timed it just right. Even stopping and figuring out the bridge situations here and there, I think we're gonna make it. That wind's picking up. Temperature's dropping just a little bit, so that means one thing. Here it comes. There it is. Right there on my back. That cold breeze. Here comes the rain. It ain't gonna be long, boys and girls. We're gonna get a little rain on us, maybe. It's alright. It gets too bad, we got rain jackets, but once we get to POW camp, I know we can find shelter there. And just like that, starting to sprinkle a little more on us. Pick up the pace a little bit here. Here we come. All right, you got a sign, POW Lake, Bethel Road. We're going POW Lake. It's about a half mile shorter distance. That's where we're gonna get picked up at. If you go left, you'll follow that creek out to Bethel Road. Takes you right to the road. There's a little trailhead, not real big. There ain't parking or anything. But if you send some of the coordinates, they come pick you up. We ain't real far off from POW camp. As soon as we seen that lake, we're in good shape. We ain't in bad shape. We'll be in better shape once we see that lake. Our ride's picking us up at about half an hour. That'd be just about right. Yeah, now we're turning into that wind. It feels good. That feel good wind makes it. I mean, there's rain coming, so we're gonna hustle up through this. A little water crossing here, the little bridge here. Easy peasy. Let's watch this last part. There we go. Yep, here's the hills of the POW camp, I believe. We're gonna make it up this hill. I think we're home free. It's probably the biggest or steepest climb the whole trip. Ain't no joke for South Mississippi. Got a nice incline to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. I think I know where we're at. Come up on this clearing here, got a little split in the road. We'll stay to the left of it. Go around these little mud holes here. And starting from Highway 49 just south of Wiggins, 12.5 miles, a little over 12.5 miles. Come to the POW camp right here on Bethel Road. We made it, boys and girls. Good times, good times.
Woo!
What you think about it?
Oh, it was pretty good. That last bit was definitely the best though.
Yep, I agree. Definitely. Last bit, definitely. So, yep. Our ride should be here in just a little bit. And we're going to head to the house and get us a shower. Anyways, appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you next time.